everybody, to the first ever episode of our podcast, We're Talking. Where me and my friend Ben here, we just talk. I'm Jacob Cullen, first year sport media student at TMU.
And I'm Ben Rossell, first year journalism student at Homburg College. Today, we're starting off with NFL awards because they're coming up next week.
Yeah, coming up.
Big ceremony.
Yes, sir. Right before the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
It's exciting stuff for the league for sure. All right, who you got for MVP?
Should we start off with MVP?
Let's wait. Let's
Hold
wait
off.
for MVP. Let's start Offensive Player of the Year.
Offensive player.
Offensive Player of the Year.
All right.
Personally, I think it's gonna be Christian McCaffrey. I think he's gonna be my number one.
Yep.
For Offensive Player of the Year. Two, probably Tyreek Hill. I think he had a great season. He almost broke the receiving record if he didn't have injuries.
Got a little hurt, but
it's all good. Third, whew. You go ahead. I can't think of one.
You want to hold off?
Yeah. I can't think of one.
All right. Number one, I had Christian McCaffrey. Bro was just he was just dogging on everybody. I mean, you have to put Christian McCaffrey, I think.
He runs the football like
Catches.
no other. Catches. He does a lot for that San Francisco 49ers team, I think. So
Number two, I had Tyreek Hill.
Yep.
For the same reasons. He was just
dominant. Dominant.
Number three, for OPOY, I had Lamar Jackson.
Fair.
Because he can pass that thing, but he can kill kids.
He can kind of do everything. He's a dual threat.
Yeah.
Best since probably Michael Vick at that position, doing that kind of skill set.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, I thought of my third, and it's not Lamar. I'm going to go CeeDee Lamb. I think CeeDee Lamb, he had a great season. Dak, obviously as well, had a great season.
Yeah.
But I think CD was just different, especially when he had that run of like 4 games, 150 plus yards. Like, built different, getting touchdowns, doing everything he can to make that Dallas team better.
Yeah. Didn't
perform in the playoffs, but these aren't playoff awards because he got clamped by the best corners.
Rashawn Gary.
Preston Smith, actually. Preston Smith. Yeah. CB1 of the Green Bay Packers. But yeah, I think CD had a great season. I think he kind of deserves it. Yeah. Swinging to the next one. Let's talk Defensive Player of the Year.
DPOY?
DPOY. Let's talk DPOY.
I'm not wearing it right now. I'm a big fan of Cleveland Browns.
Yep.
This isn't a playoff award. Yep. All right. It's not. It's regular season.
Not playoffs.
DPOY. Myles Garrett.
Yeah.
Concur?
I concur. I think Myles Garrett at 1. I think he's going to win it. I think
he should win it.
For what I've seen with like betting odds and stuff, he's number 1. And people are going to, Stats. But you look at Myles, man. He's doubled every game, possibly tripled.
Yep.
And he still almost led the league in sacks.
Yep.
He had, the best pass rush rate.
Yeah.
Most QB pressures, I think. Like, just all around the best defensive player this year.
People don't like it. People like to look at the stats. People don't like PFF, but PFF did have him
number 1
in the league.
Number 1, and
there's a reason for that.
Yeah, he didn't lead the league in sacks, but that's not the only stat that matters. You got to think of impact on that defense. And Myles, man, he led that defense.
Quarterbacks could not get comfortable against him.
Think about the game against they played the Niners.
Yep.
After that, I think Brock Purdy got a little scared.
He was shivering.
He shivered a bit, right?
Yeah.
So, and he kind of had it downhill. All right, who's your number 2?
I got Micah P.
Yep.
Micah Parsons.
Yep.
My reasoning for that is just because he can play damn near anywhere. Coverage.
Yep.
Rushing.
Yep.
Put him anywhere, he will succeed.
Well, I think he was 2nd or 3rd for sacks this year.
I believe
and
so. Yeah.
Still, you put him in coverage, you put him in that flat area, I think he clamps most tight ends in the league.
Yeah.
So
just big body.
Yep. I'm all right, what about 3? Who got a 3?
Number 3, I do have the stat patter himself. Pittsburgh Steeler. TJ. I do have TJ.
Yeah. A little bit of a sack stat pattern.
Little bit.
Lot of bit. But you can't argue the talent.
He still does have the numbers, so you can't disregard it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that Miles is better.
Mm-hmm.
And Micah is better.
Yep.
So,
and
CJ has to fall for 3.
I don't even think I need to give my list, because I think I'm the same.
Yeah,
I'm the same.
Yeah.
I mean, you can maybe throw Deron Bland in there. Great season. Broke the pick 6 record, but
did get a lot of yards on him.
But he didn't really do, he was great in coverage, but there is clips of him getting burnt.
I was going to say, he was...
Yeah, he broke that record, but did he have, the most impact every single game?
Deron Bland was basically like Trayvon Diggs, Yeah. Either it was going to be a pick or it was going to be a tutty.
Yeah.
Someone was getting the catch.
Playing too aggressive. And, Trayvon Diggs, and I think Deron, obviously, he's never going to reach that number again. But I think, even his pick amount's going to go down, because he has to realize what kind of Trayvon Diggs realized with...
You got the picks, but they got a lot of yards.
You can't be aggressive. You can't jump the route, because they're going to run that little comeback and then streak.
And Dontavian Wicks is going to score a 50-yard touchdown.
Exactly. Exactly.
OROY, offensive rookie?
Offensive rookie.
What are we thinking? Who's your 3?
I think CJ, for sure. You got to put CJ at 1. Mm-hmm. One of the best rookie quarterback seasons ever. But, yeah, he led that Texans team. What were they, 1-16?
I think they had 2 wins. Yeah.
2 wins last season to bring them to the playoffs. And nobody expected it.
No.
You had people doubting the Texans from day one, and they came out and performed. Tank Dell.
People were like, "Oh, Bryce Young, he's going to lead the pen." No, it was CJ.
No, and we kind of predicted that CJ was going to be better than Bryce because height and there's a variety of factors. Obviously, Bryce Young still has that. He still has the talent, but he's in a bad system.
Yeah, he's just not got talent around him.
Yeah, he's not. I don't know about the succeeding factor of that. I think 2. You gotta go Puka Nacua, sick flow.
Oh,
I think that's gotta be a reason.
That's gotta be.
That
gets him at least top 5.
Yeah. But broke the receiving record in the by a rookie in the playoffs. Broke the receiving record by a rookie regular season. Mm-hmm. Most catches. This guy was just insane.
No, yeah.
Nothing could stop him.
No.
When I was watching that Rams game versus the Lions in the first round. Some of those catches, I'm just like, how? How did he make that?
Yeah.
He can't go and secures it. He gets smoked most times. And
he's playing alongside Cooper Kupp, and he's kind of making Cooper look like the receiver, too, for next year.
Yeah, I think... I don't even know what you do there. I don't even know. And then 3...
This is where it gets interesting.
I think you gotta go... For me, personally, I'm a Lions hater a little bit because they're my division. Mm-hmm. But I gotta go Sam Laporta. He had an amazing season. Just all around, one of the best rookie tight ends ever.
Yeah.
He made that Lions offense just more dynamic.
Oh yeah.
With the run game, he could block, he catch, gets open, leaves opportunities for Amon to get open, for Williams to get open, just other guys to get open, and it created such more space on the field.
And I would say, they had Hawkinson before they traded him. Mm-hmm. I would say he's perfectly filled in that role of Hawkinson, if not doing better.
I think so too. Hawkinson was good, but I don't think he just didn't fit that Lions scheme as well. And I think Laporta brings that kind of a new energy.
Kind of like a dog energy.
Yeah, and that's exactly what the Lions are. That's what they need. That's what they need, that dog. If you punch me in the mouth, I'm gonna punch you right back.
Oh yeah,
kind of vibe.
You see,
what about you?
My 3, exactly the same as you.
Fair.
Exactly.
Fair.
CJ, Puka, Laporta.
What's funny?
Exactly the same.
Is everybody predicted Bijan?
Bijan and Jameer.
Yeah.
And I mean Jameer, they're up there for sure.
You just gotta say, you can kind of say though that they could have won it had they been
played
in different systems, right? Yeah. Bijan, Arthur
Put
Smith.
either of them on the Browns, it's over.
It's over. Even. No, but I think, definitely they compete for it, but they just didn't get enough touches to be in that conversation.
Especially in the first half of the season for Bijan, for example, Arthur Smith, bad coach.
And now he's the Steelers.
And now he's the I love being a Browns fan. You know.
It went from Matt Canada, and now you got Arthur Smith.
An even worse offensive coordinator probably, but we'll see.
We'll see. Never know.
Yeah.
What about DROY? Defensive Rookie of the Year.
This one was tough for me.
I think this is one of the toughest awards
because it's just so many.
What I think, like last year it was sauce.
Yeah.
Everyone knew it was sauce. But this year I think there was like. There's like 3 solid number ones, I think. And that's what I think it's solid. No one really accelerated.
Yeah.
To that like elite level of like a Sauce Gardner. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So
I think that all 3 of these players had slow points during the season for me personally.
For sure.
For me, I had number 1. I had Jalen Carter on the Eagles.
Fair.
Started off real slow.
He
was real slow, but second half of the season, he was insane.
Dominating.
He was just.
Even on that, like, and that Eagles defense is stacked, and you know they had Matt Patricia, so couldn't really. The scheme may have not been working for him, so maybe he kind of figured it out. And you know, with an already stacked defense, and to add a Georgia, is he Georgia, Alabama?
Oh, he's Georgia.
Georgia, to add another Georgia edge pressure is just insane because they already have the other Georgia D tackle. I can't think of his name right now. And they got Jordan Davis, and they got Nolan Smith. He didn't play much, but
they got Fletch, Brandon Graham. They're stacked.
Yeah,
it's kind of ironic that once Jalen Carter started doing good, the whole Eagles offense started doing worse. I'm not saying this is a coincidence. I'm just saying it's kind of weird.
Yeah,
how the defense got better and the offense got worse. I don't know.
Yeah.
Either way, second, I got Will Anderson from the Texans.
Fair. Nothing special.
He was just consistently there.
He's gonna get better.
Oh yeah.
And I think the Texans taking him, you know, a lot of people are kind of doubting and hating on the Texans taking
because they traded up.
Yeah.
It was risky.
But worth it, I think.
Real worth it.
Both their picks are turning out well. Obviously, CJ's a little obviously better right now.
I was gonna say for future years could be defensive player, could be MVP. Like they're just they
Texans are looking
swung
future
and
is
smoked
bright.
It on those picks.
Future is bright.
Number 3, personally, I got Devon Witherspoon on the Seahawks.
Man, we're just like on the same wavelength.
Yeah,
I literally got this. I literally had the same Jalen, Will, and then
same order.
Devon Witherspoon. Yeah,
nice.
Same order.
I had Devon at 3 because he was really good, obviously, but it's just
he didn't have that.
He played with Reek, and I mean he got outperformed. Obviously, I mean Reek's like one of the best corners in the league.
Yeah,
and he was really good. It's just he didn't do it for me.
Yeah. Yeah,
compared to the other two.
I think, and exactly what you said. Like I think Devon, you know, great season, lots of potential.
Oh yeah.
Possibly later in the future, defensive player of the year. Who knows?
Yeah.
But
one of the best corners for sure, possibly.
One of the best, I think, in my opinion, one of the best tackling corners in the league right now.
He's big.
Big, hits hard, and that's that whole like I think Seattle Seahawks mentality is hit hard.
He's the new Bam Bam Cam.
He's the more like Richard Sherman. Richard Sherman.
Sherman was like locked down.
Yeah. So maybe Tariq will. Yeah. Anyways, they're both like they hit hard.
Yeah.
I love that. I love when corners hit hard.
Yeah.
As you know, I'm a Packers fan, so our corners can't tackle. Except kind of Jaw, but
Josh just got clamps.
He just got clamps. Yeah. Now let's do a coach. Coach.
Okay.
Let me go first.
Okay.
Let me go first. Number 1, Matt LaFleur. Now, yes, a little bit of a bias. I know. Let me give my reasoning. I'm gonna get a little closer here. The youngest team in NFL history. Matt LaFleur takes them to the playoffs against a number 2 seeded stacked Dallas Cowboys. Takes them into the playoffs and absolutely embarrasses the Dallas Cowboys.
In the playoffs.
How is he not even in the question? You know what I mean? Like, again, not playoff awards, but to even, if you just look at the stats, right? Like, to lead the youngest team in NFL history and not even he's not even in consideration for it, because I think they released, like, the top 5 coaches or whatever, or like for all the awards, to have him not even in there, I think he should win it. Again, probably a little bit of a bias, but I think he had a great, we had a slow start, but I think we figured it out, and why not? Why not give it to him? I think he kind of deserves it. Number 2 for me, I'll go Kevin Stefanski.
Oh, okay.
Great season. With all the turmoil at quarterback, I think for him to, keep the team together, keep the team, they lost Nick Chubb in week 1 or 2, and then Deshaun in week 12.
He was in and out.
Yeah, in and out with Deshaun. Then you had Dorian Thompson-Robinson. He was out. And then to lead the team with Joe Flacco at quarterback, yes, they lost in the playoffs.
You forgot P.J. Walker as well.
My fault. P.J. Walker. But to keep that team together and keep that mentality of, still, we're dogs. We're out here.
Yeah.
We're out here to play.
Next man up.
So, I think all around, Stefanski, other than the Matt LaFleur, should win it. Okay. And he probably will since LaFleur's not in the conversation. Number 3, I'm going to go DeMeco Ryans. Mm-hmm. Excellent first year as a head coach in the NFL.
Sorry, everybody.
Sorry.
We live in Gotham City.
It's Gotham in Toronto. Sorry. DeMeco Ryans. DeMeco Ryans. I think overall, first year as a head coach, everyone was doubting him. Everyone was doubting this Texans team coming into the season, and I think they just proved everybody wrong.
Oh, yeah.
I think DeMeco proved
Rookie coach.
To lead that, rookie coach,
Rookie
QB, rookie wide receiver one with Tank Dell. Yeah. I mean, I guess Nico Collins was technically their one, but Tank Dell had
second year, whatever.
Amazing, yeah. Tank Dell, amazing season, and it's kind of weird that DeMeco Ryans is in the conversation, but Matt LaFleur isn't, because they're kind of in similar situations. You know what I mean? But yes, DeMeco Ryans, great season, all around, great coach, and that Texans team looks good for years to come.
Me personally, number 1, I got Kev Stefanski. I feel like, just like you said, with all the injuries we've had, Nick Chubb was out. We've had 4, not 1, not 2, not 3, 4 quarterbacks get wins this year. And, all the other injuries with our starting left tackle, our starting right tackle, our backup tackle, our third string tackle, all hurt. Our line just decimated with injuries.
Yeah, Batonio was out early.
Yep. Denzel Ward hurt for a while.
He was hurt for a while.
Both
of our safeties. Who's your right tackle?
Jack Conklin.
He was out. DeJuan Jones replaced him.
He got hurt.
Yeah. And by the way, DeJuan Jones, possible offensive lineman steal of the draft.
Oh my goodness!
Didn't he get drafted in the 4th, 5th round? Something
third,
crazy.
I think, yeah.
3rd, but still, the guy he's 6'9", 400 pounds.
He's looking better than our first round pick Jedrick Wills, who was drafted ahead of Tristan Wirfs. But I'm not gonna get into that.
So Stefanski.
I have Stefanski because, and then, both of our safeties, Thornhill and Delpit.
Yep.
Just loaded with injuries. Still went to the playoffs, had a gross year. My Stefanski, my number 1. Number 2.
Yep.
I got DeMeco Ryans. For the same reason that you said, of course. I think more so just because everybody this year was saying, oh, DeMeco Ryans, he's the most obvious one-and-done coach ever. He's going to be in, he's going to be right out again. Are you sure about that? But he came in with a rookie Q that nobody thought was going to win. Right? No. He's the second best, maybe even third best quarterback to fucking Anthony Richardson. Come again? Playoffs!
Come again?
Playoffs.
That's crazy.
First year.
That's crazy.
Everybody was like, oh, he's gonna be in the XFL next year. Mm-hmm. That's not even a thing anymore.
No.
I think he was just so good.
Outstanding.
Coached insane team. My number 3.
Yep.
Matt LaFleur, he would be up there for me. I kind of had a hard time picking a third coach, I can't lie.
Yep.
Because I feel like it was just those two were so ahead of the others.
I think those two are going to those are like the two that are gonna win it.
Yeah.
Obviously only one can win it, but I think those are the two that if you're gonna play Vegas, those are the two you should bet on.
I kind of had a hard time finding a third one, so I said the Miami Dolphins.
Yeah,
Mikey.
Fair. I mean, to come back like Tua off injury and to just like that team just got better.
The offense was just so dynamic. Bringing in Raheem Mostert and Devon Achane, just the fastest team in the league, and they were just so good.
Well, didn't they have like I think they had the top 5 speeds, like highest speeds.
It was Tyreek, Devon Achane twice, Mostert and Waddle.
Yep,
all in there. Insane. So I feel like it just has to be. I mean, strictly off of offense. I mean, their defense was good, not great, but and I mean they got worse after they got a lot of injuries, like Ramsey. They got Bradley Chubb out for a while, like this season because they got out. I just feel like I had Mike McDaniel. You could put other people, like you could have LaFleur, you could have other people, but not Arthur Smith, that's for sure.
All right. Come back.
This one's a
come back.
Yeah.
All right. I'll start.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do an honorable mention.
Okay.
Damar Hamlin.
Honorable mention.
He's my honorable mention because no. Listen. I understand what he did. Amazing.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna win it because of his story.
Yeah.
But he didn't do much on the football field. He didn't do enough. Like if he was a consistent starter and he played good this season and even made some good plays, sure. Yes, Damar Hamlin 100% deserves it.
I think on the year he had 3 tackles.
That's what I mean. Like yes, he played a snap after unfortunately dying on the field. But is that worth an award because just he didn't play that much? So my number 1, Joey Flacco. Joe Flacco. To come back, to get a call. Could you imagine?
Basically retiring.
You're sitting on the couch.
Yep.
My TV's over here. You're sitting on the couch. You're watching TV. Phone rings. Hello. What's up? It's the Cleveland Browns. Your rival for the last entire, basically, your career.
A decade, easy.
They're calling you. What's up?
Come play, please.
Oh, you need a quarterback? Oh, bet. And to come out and consistently go out and drop. He had a game with 400 yards.
Yep.
Bunch of touchdowns.
I think he had 2 games with 400 yards.
Like just insane, insane quality,
at
insane production.
39, I think.
39. Yeah. Bro came off the couch. Sorry, someone's walking by. Bro came off the couch and dropped those numbers.
Just retired.
Yeah. So
and he came out.
I think that's why he's my number 1. Okay. Again, I think Damar. If you're betting on it, Damar's gonna win. That's why he's my honorable mention. But Joe Flacco deserves it.
Yep.
IMO. My number 2 might be a little like out there, but I think Tua Tagovailoa.
Okay.
I think he had a great season. He was MVP for I think weeks 1 through 8, and then once they kind of started, the Dolphins fell off a little bit.
Yeah.
But I think Tua, bro, came back from seizing on the field, and multiple times, and had a great season. Almost MVP. That Miami Dolphins offense ran through him. Yes, obviously you have Tyreek and you have your threats, but for him to come back and be confident in himself again and do those things, outstanding play.
Yeah.
My number three. Oh, 1 second. I gotta look at my notes. My computer turned off. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go Baker.
Baker May.
I think Baker May, former Browns number 1 overall pick, had a better season than Deshaun.
Yep.
But Baker, amazing season, led that Buccaneers team. I was hating on the Bucs this season. I'm not gonna lie to you. I said Baker Mayfield is trash, and I was wrong. I'm glad he proved me wrong. I loved Baker in college. I loved his energy and his whole persona. But ever since the NFL, he just hasn't really proved it yet. And I think this season he kind of proved it. He kind of proved, he's not going to be he's not going to be a Baker. He's not going to be a Pat. He's not going to be a Josh. He's not going to be a Lamar. He's going to be a good system quarterback.
Solid.
Yeah. As Cam Newton would say, game manager. Game manager. Perfect.
Don't even get me started with that guy. Oh, my. All right, my list. I didn't have Tua. I thought
really
that was a good pick. I didn't even obviously, yeah.
Yep.
Good pick.
Thank you.
I did not have him included.
I think that not a lot of people are thinking about that.
I personally have number 1, Damar Hamlin, because while he didn't do much, he came the award is comeback player of the year. You know.
Yep.
He came back from the biggest thing, bro. Passed away. He passed away, and then went. I'm fine actually. You know what? We're cool. So, personally, I have Damar Hamlin number 1. Number
Fair.
2?
Sorry.
I got Joey Flacco.
Yep. Fair. Cleveland Browns go.
He was just... He's probably their best quarterback since... Anyways.
I even tried to take a second to think, and I'm like...
Autogram?
Alright, sorry guys. Quick little edit. Camera decided to stop working.
I'm gonna restart it. Damar Hamlin, number 1. He died.
Yep.
He came back from the most. It is what it is,
personally.
Wait,
sorry. We should probably sync audio real quick.
Number 2.
Yep.
Flack.
Yep.
I have Flack because he came back, he was the 4th quarterback.
Flack is back.
4th quarterback for the Cleveland Browns to win a game. Keyword to win. Yeah, to win a game. Because DTR was 3rd. 4th quarterback to win a game for the Cleveland Browns. That's just crazy. It's only been done once before. And having a 39-year-old be your 4th guy, that's just crazy to me.
Yep.
He was my number 2. And also, if you saw the thing where it was like his pace, if you played that the whole year, he would have had 5,000 yards.
I think he would have broke literally a bunch of
every record. Yeah.
So, yeah, fair.
Personally, I have him too. Number 3, I have Baker Mayfield. Because I have Baker. I love Baker. I have to say.
Yep.
You were hating on the Bucks. I hoped that Baker would do good because we did him so dirty, the Cleveland Browns.
Yep.
I just wanted him to do good, and he just come back after Tom Brady retires, the GOAT.
Yep.
To have to back him up.
Mm-hmm.
He did.
He was what he needed to do.
He was serviceable. Yeah.
Now, did he deserve a Pro Bowl over Jordan Love? No. Not in the slightest. Sorry.
Yeah, but I will say, with this award, Comeback Player of the Year, I think it is a kind of dumb award, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think
it should be Most Improved.
Yeah.
Or have
two separate awards. I heard Spawn Hour. Great creator. Shout out Spawn Hour. Shout out Spawn Hour. We love Matt. He said that it should basically be a Comeback Player of the Year and a Most Improved. Because Comeback Player of the Year easily should be Damar Hamlin.
Yeah.
Came back from the most.
Yeah.
But Most Improved, that's easy flack.
Yeah.
It has to be. But people are like, yeah, Comeback Player of the Year. You just have to think about, if it's Comeback Player of the Year, Damar Hamlin came back from dying. And I remember he said, Spawn Hour said this perfectly. One guy came back from dying. Baker Mayfield was on the Panthers.
What's worse?
Exactly. Comparable. But, anyways.
All right. Now, it's up to you.
Here's where it gets spicy.
There is also Assistant Coach of the Year.
There's GM of the Year. Who cares?
Who the fuck cares, man? We're going to the...
GM of the Year isn't Goot Kunst.
We're going to... Maybe. We're going to MVP.
We're running it.
The most valuable player.
MVP.
I did it wrong. Number one. For me, I gotta go CMC. CMC.
Christian McCaffrey.
And I think, man, he was not only... Yeah, not most valuable player in the league, most valuable player on that team.
Yeah.
He just makes that team such more dynamic and makes them so much better.
He's the reason that Brock Purdy's a game manager, according to Cameron Newton.
Anyways, No, and I think he's just the best player on that team.
Yep.
I think he makes that team so much better, and he does everything.
Makes it dynamic.
Well, he can run. He can catch. He blocks. Yeah. He does it. He fights for every single yard. What was it? He had a touchdown every single game for like 18. I guess obviously
it was including playoffs from the year before.
Yeah, but still, to have a touchdown every single game is insane.
Yep.
He was just consistent every single week.
Yep.
Wasn't really injured.
Surprisingly.
Because
he's had injuries.
It's funny. I saw a meme and it was like Christian McCaffrey with a scratch on the Panthers, and compared to now, Christian McCaffrey gets pummeled every day, and
he doesn't have to worry about being the whole offense now.
Yeah, they spread it around, which is nice for him. But I think totally CMC won. Number 2, I'm gonna go Lamar.
Yep.
I think that's fair. Great season. Yep. The Ravens, probably the best regular season team this season by far. Great defense, but Lamar just made that team so much better.
Oh yeah.
Yes, obviously he didn't have amazing passing touchdown stats, but he did everything. He ran, he passed, in the playoffs.
You couldn't make a game plan against him.
No, because he does everything, and he makes that team like. Think of what he did, man. Like, J.K. Dobbins, out. Surprise.
Yeah.
So they had Gus Edwards and Justice Hill. Running backs.
Yeah.
Zay Flowers, rookie wide receiver. Nelson Aguilar.
Gross receiver, though.
Gross.
Yeah.
Nelson Aguilar, and then...
Boom! And they got broken OBJ.
Yeah, old-ass OBJ. And so I think Lamar deserves number 2. Number 3... Hold on.
Oh. Uh-oh. He's doing it.
I gotta go with my Green Bay Packers quarterback. Number 10, Jordan Love. Let me tell you why. Jordan Love, amazing this season. Led the team, youngest team in NFL history, to a playoff chance. Outstanding. He made throws that were unbelievable, putting them in pockets that I haven't seen any quarterback do. He made that team so much better with a team of rookies and second-year players, all rookie tight ends.
Yep.
He had Jaden Reed, rookie. Dontavian Wicks, rookie. Bo Melton, rookie. Christian Watson, who was amazing last season, second year, also injured for most of the season.
Yep.
Romeo Doubs, second-year player. Obviously, Aaron Jones, running back, that hurt.
Yeah.
He was hurt. And Jordan Love still, every single week, performed up to his greatest ability and just made that team better. I don't think anyone deserves this award more than number 10, Jordan Love.
Well,
that's my rant.
And CMC and Lamar.
And CMC and Lamar. They were my number 1 and 2.
I agree with you on your first 2. I have McCaffrey number 1. He's not going to win it. He's going to win.
It's a QB award.
It's a QB award.
That's why earlier I said CMC OPOY. I think realistically it should be CMC MVP Tyreek OPOY. But I think because the MVP is a QB award, it's gonna be Lamar probably for MVP.
Yep.
CMC for OPOY. Which is disappointing.
It should be.
Well,
I mean, it shouldn't be, but I mean maybe Tyreek will win it, but I don't know. Maybe Lamar will win both. Who knows? Anyways, Lamar number 2. He was just the best quarterback in the league this year.
Mm-hmm.
Just dual threat. Gross. Just him.
Yep.
I think he was number 2. He's going to win it. He shouldn't, but he's going to win it, so had him number 2.
Fair.
Number 3, I had Tyreek Hill. I mean, Tyreek, you could put a lot of people in that number 3. It's just that Tyreek had one of the best receiving seasons ever.
Mm-hmm.
If he wasn't hurt for, those 2 or 3 games, he would have gotten 2,000 yards, which no one's done. 17-game season, people are like, but there's more games. Whatever.
Competition's harder. Let's be honest.
Like
okay, little side piece. The fact that Tom Brady said that the NFL now is, has no talent is ridiculous. Mm-hmm. Just because Ray Lewis isn't out there giving kids CTE every single play does not mean we have no talent in the league anymore.
Yep.
That is a crude ideology.
Maybe less physical.
Less physical, but that's...
more skilled.
Yeah, less physical though, but that's not the player's fault. That's and it's no one's fault because we need to make player safety a thing, and player safety is important to keep these guys' careers long. Think about how many players we've lost due to ridiculous injuries. RG3,
one of the best receivers ever. AB.
Like,
look at him now. Look at his Twitter right now. You'll find some crazy shit, I'm sure.
Does he have an OnlyFans?
Probably.
I think he has an OnlyFans.
Probably.
Yeah. Who'd you have for? Did you say your number 3?
Tyreek.
Fair.
I mean, you could say, yeah, 'cause the league got less physical. Like, the best receiver was what? Calvin Johnson. Now it's Tyreek. Like, oh, he's smaller. He's the fastest NFL player ever.
Yeah.
Like, okay. I personally have him 3. You could put Dak. You could put Purdy. I mean, whatever. You could even throw in Myles Garrett. But, I mean, you could... Jordan Love was good this year. He's going to win MVP later in his career, not this year.
Fair.
I'm sorry. Later in his career, I'm sure he'll have it. Not this year.
Yeah. Fair.
But, yeah. Everybody, that was our NFL awards ceremony.
It was our NFL awards ceremony. Do I get an award?
Well, maybe. I mean,
possibly.
Best Packers fan, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, he's
never been to Lambeau, but you know.
He's got a sign over there. You can't see it, but it's over there.
It's right there. Make a GoFundMe. Send Jacob to Lambeau.
Yeah. JSC.
Well, that was it for episode 1.
That was our first We're Talking, everybody.
I mean, there's not much.
I mean, we appreciate all of our viewers. You know, all of our.
Wherever you are
around the world.
Thank you.
We appreciate you.
We appreciate it, and you know. There's not much to talk about right now with sports.
I mean,
there is obviously, but we spent a long time talking about awards, and yeah, I think that's good. I think that we're good. We might talk to other places. Who knows? Yeah. We might talk in a Panera Bread. We might talk in a Five Guys. We might talk in a park. In the crib, my crib. This isn't actually like I'm in a dorm.
This is the other crib.
This is crib part 2, but we might bring it back to crib part 1.
Yep.
Who knows?
Yeah.
But thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. If you're wherever you're listening from, Spotify. If you're watching us right now on YouTube, what's up? Thanks for watching.
Over there,
if you're
out the window,
if you're
live,
spying us, crazy, but
hey,
you do you.
Hey, we don't judge.
Yeah,
we just talk.
This has been
We're talking.